This is cool down number 2. This video is done in a way that you guys will be able to follow along at home. Just to start with, feet are shoulder width apart. We're stepping back into a nice long lunge. Both hands are coming down to the inside of that front foot. From here, we're actively pressing the knee out, lifting the chest up and dropping those hips down towards the ground. So this is going to initiate a stretch through your hips. From here, to increase the stretch, the hand that's closest to the front foot, we're going to drop the elbow down as far as your mobility allows. For those of you that are quite bendy, you may be able to bring both forearms down and continue the next step of the flow with the forearm on the ground. From here, the hand that's closest to our front foot, so the same elbow we just dropped, we're going to reach up towards the sky, taking a deep breath in. Eyes are following the top hand. You're going to exhale, reach through the gate. Eyes are still following the hand as you reach underneath that armpit. So reaching through the gate, holding for a moment. Bringing both hands together now to the inside of the front leg, that start position, and we're going to straighten the front leg out as we send the hips back. There's a nice hamstring stretch here that you should be feeling. From here, we're going to come up into a nice tall lunge position, pushing those hips forward, keeping the core nice and braced. We're going to reach up on the side where our knees touching the ground. So you're going to reach up nice and tall on that side, and we're going to lean away to lengthen that side of our body. So here, if you're pushing those hips forward and keeping your core braced, you should get a stretch through the front of that back leg. And as you lean away, it'll move the stretch slightly to the side. So we're going to stay on the same side here again, bringing both hands down to that start position, whether on the inside of that front foot. The hand that's close to the front foot, we're dropping that elbow nice and gently. You should be able to get a little bit more range this time. If you're quite restricted through your hips, you might not be able to get down as far. Just work with the range that you've got. Eyes are following that hand as you take a deep breath in, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, reach through the gate, underneath that opposite armpit. And now bringing those hands together, straightening the front leg out as we send those hips back. So into that nice hamstring stretch there. From here to a nice upright position, pushing those hips forward, keeping the core braced. The knee that's on the ground, we're going to reach up on that side and lean away from that side. Nice and gently, just lengthening that side of our body. Resetting. This is our final rep. We're doing 3 on each side. So again, dropping the elbow of that front leg. Deep breath in, reach up towards the sky. Really extending up. Exhale, reach through the gate. So really trying to get our breath in time with the movement here. Bringing those hands together, straightening the front leg out as you send those hips back. And then coming up into that tall lunge position, pushing those hips forward, reaching up nice and tall with the knee that's on the ground on that side, and we're turning or leaning away to lengthen that side of the body. Nice, guys. So just resetting there. Stepping over to the other side. If you're not sure where to start, go back to a standing position. We're going to get the other leg in front this time. So bringing both hands down, actively pressing that knee out to the side, lifting the chest and dropping those hips down towards the ground to initiate the stretch. From here, the hand that's closest to that front foot, we're going to drop that elbow nice and gently. Again, for those guys that are quite bendy, you'll be able to bring both forearms down. Otherwise, just working with the range that you've got. With that same arm, the hand that's close to that front foot, take a deep breath in. Eyes are following the hand as you reach up. That's it. Exhale, reach through the gate. Eyes are following the hand again. Bring those hands together to that start position. Straighten the front leg out and send those hips back. So again, you should find a nice stretch through that hamstring. Bring those hips forward as you come into an upright position. Core's braced. And the knee that's on the ground, we're going to reach up on that side and lean away. Keep those hips forward. Make sure you're not sending the hips back. Keep the core nice and tight. You should get a nice stretch through the front side of the hip and maybe even down the side of the body. And resetting there. We've got 2 more to go. So the hand's close to that front foot. Again, dropping that elbow to the ground nice and gently. Take a deep breath in, reach up towards the sky. Eyes are following the top hand as you reach up nice and tall. Exhale, reach through the gate, reaching underneath that opposite armpit. Hands are together, straightening the front leg out as you send those hips back. Really try and find a little bit more range each time. And bringing those hips through as you come to an upright position. Core's braced, knee that's on the ground. We're reaching up tall on that side and leaning away. Nice, guys. This is our final rep here. So bring the hands down, hands close to that front foot, dropping that elbow nice and gently. Take a deep breath up, in, reaching up nice and tall towards the sky. Eyes following the top hand. Exhale, reach through the gate. Hands together, straighten the front leg out, sending those hips back. And moving to that tall lunge position, pushing the hips forward, grounded knee, reaching up and leaning away. So we've got 2 more pieces of this cool down. First one is starting on all fours. This is for a reach through. So I'll go at a slight angle so you guys can see. Palms under shoulders, knees underneath hips. From here, I'm going to take an arm and reach underneath the opposite armpit. So again, reaching through that gate between the ankle, between the wrist and the knee. Going to reach through, place the palm flat on the ground and take 1 or 2 little walks with the fingers. Just getting as much range as possible there, gently coming out of that over to the other side. So reaching through, palms flat on the floor, 1 or 2 little walks just to extend that range, holding that position for 1 to 2 seconds, gently coming out. So we're just going to alternate sides here for 20 reps. So I'm going to keep moving through just so you guys can keep in time with the video. You don't have to go exactly at my speed. So this is rep number 4 for me. Reaching right through. So the body responds, or the thoracic spine responds really well to rotation. The thoracic spine is, if you guys keep moving, the thoracic spine is that upper portion of your back. For a lot of us working on computers, doing a lot of work at the front of our body, driving a lot, just from a lot of the things we do in our day-to-day lives, can often cause a lot of restriction and tightness to our thoracic spine. It responds really well to rotation. So it's a really nice thing to add if you've got a daily exercise routine to add to the current work that you're doing. It's going to help loosen up that thoracic spine and it'll start helping to improve or contribute towards improving your posture. So I'm just going to do 1 more on each side here. I'm assuming you guys are pretty close to 20. Nice and gently reaching through. Again, 1 or 2 little walks just to find that end position. Lovely. And we're going to come out of that one. Our final piece is a pec stretch. So you'll need a wall for this one. A wall, a pole, a fixed object at about shoulder height. Chest or shoulder is at 90 degrees, elbows at 90 degrees. You're going to plant your forearm on the pole, palm and forearm. Keeping the shoulder blade back and down, you're going to gently turn away from the pole. We're looking to stretch our pec and the front of our shoulder as you turn away. So for this one, holding for 10 to 20 seconds, just nice and gently. And over to the other side. So palm, forearm on the pole. Shoulder blade back and down, so we don't want to shrug the shoulder up. We're pulling the shoulder blade down towards our back pocket and we're gently turning away just to open up through the pecs and shoulders there. Again, for those of you, and quite a lot of us do, a lot of computer work, time on your phone, a lot of work at the front of the body, all these muscles through the front of the shoulders and pecs can get quite restricted and quite tight. Just by a simple stretch of opening the pecs up will go a long way in helping open up your posture and helping improve your posture overall. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you're feeling nice and loose. There's another warm-up video, cool down 1, which you'll be able to refer to as well. Feel free to mix and match between these 2. They're going to have a slight bias towards different things. And this is something that you can incorporate into your day-to-day life. Feel free to jump into any of these stretches at any point. It's a good idea to do a light warm-up, but if you're just jumping in cold, just be really gentle as you start to increase your range. Don't put too much force through straight away. Hope you guys enjoy that. Have a good day.